Welcome back to the Typhoon Tournament Expert Division Weekend Round, hole number 3. Here we're playing a sniper bounce up shot with a Kingmaker. Quarterback for our driver. The adjustment for the drive is P3, 0% elevation, max numbers. At P3 max extension, we'll have the left side of the white ring touching the rough on the left. Release. Add your spins. I'm doing 3.8 top spin, 3 left spin. You'll notice I did 4 top spin there. The 3.8 top spin is a minor tweak so that we don't roll long and end up pulling in. We'll be right close to men sniper, and we don't want to pull into men club. So 3.8 top, 3 left. Full left curl, full controlled overpower. Nice slow needle. We're looking for around 375-ish here. 376. The adjustment for this approach is P3 0% at slider, and we're going to count rings from men. The spin set is 3.2 backspin only, and you'll need to offset based on wind strength, and there's a couple things you'll need to note there if you want to get this drop. I'll go over those in a second. So what I'm doing is I'm going to find men. I'm going to add my spin. 3.2 backspin only. Then I'm going to count rings up for men until my red ring is just about touching the bunker like you see there. And then I'm going to offset it to the left for wind strength. So this is what I'll tell you. If your winds are in the 11s, you need to be about a quarter into this square here. If your winds are in the 12, you need to split this row in half. And if your winds are in the 13, you need to be 3/4 into the square, kind of like I am there. Hard to see with those giant lines, but, you know, let's see if we can, so your line is here, right? We're looking at the one line left of the pin. So you want to be a quarter into that square for winds in the 11, half into that square for winds in the 12, and 3/4 into that square with the tip of the ball guide for winds in the 13s. Now, also what you need to note is there's different wind angles, right? So here, I'm offset properly, but I catch kind of a tailwind angle here. And because I got the more tailwind angle, I'm not getting as much push to the left. And you'll notice that I add 2 clicks of underpower to this shot. The reason I added 2 clicks of underpower was because I had more of a tailwind than I had been seeing. But what I failed to take into account was because it's more tailwind and less crosswind, I didn't get quite as much push to the right as I was expecting, right? So if you have more crosswind, then that offset is perfect. If you get more tailwind, then that offset is just a little bit too much. But rather than going back and, trying to reset the offset, what I would recommend doing is, if you find yourself with the more tailwind angle, then I wouldn't change the offset. The only thing I would do is add 2 clicks of underpower and add 2 clicks of right curl, and that ought to get you in the hole, right? Instead of having to go back and reset the offset, just add a couple of clicks of right curl to make up for the lack of wind push to the right. Had I added a little bit of right curl here, this would have dropped. You're going to see it comes in at a very nice speed, and we missed just to the left of the cup. And that's, like I said, that's because I had more tailwind and less crosswind. most of the time when I was practicing this, I had the crosswind, so I would keep the setup the same because you're likely to see more crosswind than tailwind on the approach. But if you practice this a couple times, get familiar with the wind angles you're seeing on the approach shot, and you'll know it when you get more tailwind, you'll notice it. All right. And if you get that, just add a couple clicks under power, a couple clicks of right curl, should be good. Really good chance at dropping the albatross here. So best of luck. Hope you get the drop. And before I go, rings pushed from men. 1 is 3%, 2 is 5% slider, 3 is 8, 4 is 11, 5 is 13, 6 is 16, 7 is 18% slider, 8 rings from men is 21 slider, 9 is 24, and 10 is 27. So, hope you get the drop. We'll see you on the next hole.